Alright, so here I'm going to replace my shifter cable in my 4th gen Toyota 4Runner. I tried buying these replacement bushings because what happened was the bushing broke that holds the cable onto the peg on the shifter, and I bought this replacement bushing from bushingfix.com on Amazon. And yeah, it broke again, and so I've actually broken 2 of these now. It's becoming a nuisance. These things don't hold up. They just last maybe a month, and then they kind of break. See, so I got a whole new shift cable from Toyota. This is an OEM part, about 300 bucks after tax, and so I'm gonna replace it, and I'll show you guys how to replace it now with what I've been able to look up and research. Make sure you engage the handbrake and then put the car in neutral. Notice that your car won't want to turn off if it's in neutral, but what I'll do is I'll pop this bushing off. Look how easy it just popped right off. It just slid right off easily. I'm then going to shift this guy into park without moving my cable, and I'm gonna turn off my car. So now it's technically positioned for neutral, so I'll try to slide it back in neutral. To get started, remove this retainer here. Okay. By the way, I've read that these are not reusable, so try to see if you can get replacements of these if possible. Both the one that holds here at the shifter and the one that holds below at the transmission. Next, go ahead and slide this guy out. See, this one's still kind of holding up, but it's already showing signs of wear, so I'm just going to replace the whole thing. Next, undo these 2 fasteners right here. Then push these tabs back to push that guy down. Push the whole thing down. See, we just popped this guy down. Next, I want to undo these 2 fasteners right here. See, now that you are at the transmission, you want to remove this retaining clip by sliding it out. Again, you might want to replace this. It's marked as a one-time use retaining clip. And then you're going to undo this fastener as well. Okay, now you can remove the cable and just thread the new cable in. By the way, this new cable needs to be fed up from the bottom. You can't connect it to the shifter first and then feed it down. It needs to come up from the bottom. See, I'm feeding it up through the bottom. I've got the arrow pointing to the front. And then I think I can just snap it in. Yep. And those little plastic hooks hold it up until I can bolt it down later with the fasteners. Don't forget to fasten this back to the chassis. Next, just pop this guy in. Don't forget to replace that C retaining bracket. This guy goes back into place as well. Don't forget to replace this fastener. By the way, all data states that this nut, this fastener should be tightened to 12 Newton meters. So I'm going to give that a shot. Alright, and once everything is in, the bracket's in, this is tightened down to 12 Newton meters. I believe park is all the way towards the shifter this way, so that's park. And remember, we wanted to leave it in neutral, so that would be reverse. What? Hold on. Reverse, then neutral. We should be in neutral now. So I'm going to go up and attach the top side now. Make sure you engage the handbrake and then put the car in neutral. Now this already comes pre-lubed, so you don't have to add any. You just go ahead and add this with these notches upwards, and you notch it, you loop it right onto that peg right there, and we should be done. Okay, and again, I've looped it on in neutral. We're in neutral. I'm going to go ahead and add this bracket back on, push it all the way down, and then we're ready to button everything up. Take a look. Everything's working. I'm ready to reassemble all of the trim, put the hand rest back, cup holders back, and just reassemble. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like and subscribe.
Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. A Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. A Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. A Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D.